With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
The mic. 57's the mic.
Yeah, that's what I do.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Cincinnati.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Hold up. 57. Look, guys, 4 down.
So we got man. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
56, right there, 56.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
19. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
In your face. Mike, look smoke. Mike, 56. All you get is a head.
Run left.
Here's Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
You better get in the weight room, son.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
56 to Mike.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 99. Hey, check 24.
There. There.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Block it. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On third down, it's Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one.
Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo.
On second down, here's Mixon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hands up, lady.
57. I got wide. Rush in.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey.
Throwing again. Dalton. He's got Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Dalton here from the gun. That's complete to John Ross. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Check.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 29 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57 Mike 57. Rabbit.
There's Wilson to throw.
Here we go.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's where you belong.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it a distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Back to pass. 36, 36.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Delta. 56 to Mike, boy. 56.
Now Wilson.
Okay, just like that.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
It's our time.
Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
4 down.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 315.
Mike 57.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Pull up for signal.
57.
On second and 11 now. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
Check pass. Check pass.
Now Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
57. Mike.
Go 14. Hey guys, listen.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Spot that.
57's the mic.
On first down, Wilson.
Let's go.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
I don't think you got it, son.
Push left.
Mike 57. I'm here all day.
Now it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check. Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check up.
Throwing, Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
You.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 65 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a three-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Yeah,
Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Bang, bang.
All go special. All go special.
On first down, it's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Check 24.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
56. Check 56. I'm on. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Showing 8.
Check 4.
Run left. Go. Hold up.
They'll toss it out to Carson, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They're on 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Wild Bill. He's coming.
Regular. Hey, exit.
Mike's 5-4.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Here we go.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go, D.
Check you. Fastest. Yeah, fastest. 2 by 2. Move.
Slam.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, alert 3.
Back to Mixon on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2 by 2. Move.
Passing. It's Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's go, baby.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. It's Mixon on the counter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you feel that.
think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, you're on an island over.
368. Watch 14. We ain't giving up nothing.
From the 29, Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, 29 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, past the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it milder, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All right, T, let's
Look for signals.
check 24. Check 24.
Good touch.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, and an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get it.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Out. 3 down. Out. 56 to Mike.
Block that.
Mike. You can't block me.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
56.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
6. Let's go, D. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Booker T.
56. All right.
Hey.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Gun.
56 to Mike. 56. Hustle. They can't hang with us. Mike's 50.
Good job right there.
56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
14.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well.
Kill.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 74 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
No pass, no pass. Got it, got it, got it.
Off, off.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Slam, slam.
Topper, topper.
Switch, switch.
Good.
They toss to Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
It leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Now Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Tyler Eifert, 26 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All
95, 95.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
12, 12.
Check 3.
12.
Check 3. Tight end right. Tight end right. Go. 57's Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
57 Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That one's going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Reload.
Gotta do better.
To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. Shift. Watch the shift.
Check.
Hit him all. West.
Now Wilson. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
I got you, son.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Heavy.
Let's go, defense. Hey,
Dalton wants to throw.
Watch Twit.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
14.
Mike 56, Mike. Here it comes.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
You go night.
Back to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
I got you.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Flag 90.
59, 59. You scared?
Let's go. 4 down, 4 down.
Lights 59.
Echo, echo. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Bengals, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.